Okay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you to the Prometheus project for the acceptance of my paper, and to Dragana for the organization. Yes, I'm here to present a proposal, a prototype for a gamification oriented to the fruition and accessibility of Pompeii, with particular reference to the epigraphic heritage of this particular archaeological site. I developed this idea during my pathway at the Scuola Superiore Meridionale, that is Naples, that is the university connected with the University of Federico II, and also using my experience as an alumnus also of the Apple Developer Academy, always in Naples. And yes, okay. I would, my aim is to begin with a fast overview on the state of Pompeii wall inscription. In particular, the most difficult ones, so the titoli picti and the graffiti, that are like the same state of the description could suggest, are the biographical testimony of the everyday life of Pompeian in ancient in the ancient site, and this example could show how this epigraphical testimony could be, I can see, difficult to preserve, and we can lost their heritage in the time. So with the studies of Antonio Varone, that was the former superintendent of the Pompeian site, we can have we can say the expertise of some scholars that propose new technique to preserve the titoli picti, but this is a very difficult challenge because both the climate and the atmosphere could influence and attempt to the integrity of the description. And so this is a real problem, not only for the scholar, but also for the visitors that could not have the real experience in visiting this city, this ancient city. And so my proposal is trying to understand how we can use technology not only for the study, but also for the fruition of the site, because digital epigraphy gives us many useful tools, such as the database, and also like EDR and of Eagle, and another way to navigate through the inscriptions also remotely. We can compare, for example, the items of the database in EDR and see the image also in Pompeii in picture, and we can see the also ancient state of the same titulus, and so we can localize the extant state of the same wall inscription, and so to compare and to make some study. But all this is difficult to uh, to be accessed from the visitors, and it's also difficult to be accessed in the site itself. And but we can recover many information from the ancient picture, in this case a painting of this tituli, and so the we can say a good path to follow could be to compare these informations that came from the past, and make them available also on the site of Pompeii. This is because the tituli picti and graffiti, so the wall inscriptions, are not only a testimony of the history, and also important for the scholar, but are also testimonies of the life of the past, of the everyday life, and so seeing them could be useful to imagine how the ancient Pompeians go and conduct their lives, and so. But this is a very very difficult. It's a challenge because actually the visitor could not localize descriptions. Often cannot see them in a properly way. And so in this way we are facing the problem of the loss of that Barone called the miracle of Pompeii, because this miracle is could be perceived only if we really understand, if the audience really understand which each inscription could transmit and could communicate. So I follow the path of that in the business model we followed in the developing of software and tools for accessibility and for fruition of information in general. In this case, is related to the cultural heritage, and I propose an essential questioning to in order to find which could be the possible tool to develop in this aim. And so the first question is how can we bridge the cultural and chronological gaps that limit for the full understanding of Pompeii's monument for audience, and how can epigraphy be used to enrich the tourist experience in Pompeii, and move beyond the limitation of mass tourism, and what inside could be the voices of ancient Pompeians still offer today to the audience, and how can accessibility to Pompeii's epigraphic heritage be improved, and so what tools could be developed to facilitate the study of Pompeian wall inscriptions. And so I thought to the possible value proposition that that could be, convey a solution to this problem, and I designed this Canva that enhance the problems that we can see and perceive in the fruition of cultural epigraphical heritage in Pompeii, and the possible solution to that problem. And the first customer, we can say customer between commas, because we are not really selling a product, but we are using the technology for the fruition of a cultural heritage. Could be the mobile, the first customer could be the scholar that can use a mobile application to navigate in the digital corpora of inscriptions, and he could have access to all information that he needs on the sites, using the GPS, but also the AR because how I can show after the AR could reconstruct virtually some inscriptions. And so, but my second aim is to think to the audience. So, what about the audience? We can use the possibility of the storytelling because the graphical testimonies could help audience to really find and enhance a connection between the present and the past, found on the real life that is common to an ancient person, Pompeii, and a modern person. And so the first is to think to the story that is behind each type of wall inscription, but also to the aim that that person could have communicate between through that inscription. So this is these are two quote that I found in about the storytelling and the epigraphical testimonies. And so for the customer that now is the audience, the visitor, we are not only the need of create a tool to access to corpora online, but also a way to propose a new and a new way to communicate to a visitor that had no idea of, that has no idea of the general history behind the type of inscription. And so this is the unique value proposition. So an app that improves the fruition of all inscription in Pompeii by easy access to online images for scholars and by gamification and storytelling for visitors. And so this is the idea of app that I developed at the Scuola Superiore Meridionale, that is the Explorator, and the way that could lead the visitors, so the scholar, in the fruition of Pompeii, site. And so I can show the prototype. That is this one. Sorry. Okay. We can navigate in this type of lo-fi prototype, and we can select which type of user we are. If we are the ludens, so the visitor, we can see the story introduction that could lead us in through the streets of the ancient Pompeii using the AR. and so also we leading us in the discovery of ancient inscriptions, and we can navigate from the present to the past, restoring the wall inscription and the tituli picti, using the testimonies from the past, like I showed before, like and the paintings or photographies that can help us in reconstructing the former status of that inscription. And in the we can see in the game mode we can also have some elements that could lead us to make the history is interesting because we create a type of gamification, and in selecting the correct answer, for example, per question, the visitor could have sesterzi and so on in this virtual tour. And the app is also a useful tool because it shows to the visitor how to navigate in Pompeii, and also proposes some level of the game. For example, one could be that of labyrinths, because in Pompeii there are many allusions to the idea of labyrinth, and so this is a way to propose an interesting, a different, interesting path to follow in Pompeii, but on a ground of real contents that are supported by researchers, because there are many studies that shows the labyrinth like a symbol that is real frequent in Pompeii, both in decoration and in inscription. And we can return to the main page, and we can go to the Doctus version of the app, where the scholar could only navigate and see, for example, also in the AR the reconstruction, but is not the version with gamification, because it's a more serious version of the same app, where the scholar could localize the inscription based on the information on EDR, and he could also edit the information and send it to the database online. And so I could return. Okay. And so this is the prototype of the app, and we can connect. The idea is to connect this type of fruition and accessibility of the site to the prosographic studies of Pompeii, starting from the wall inscription. And this is an important essay of Franklin about the political life of Pompeii, because in Pompeii the political life is more difficult than in Rome, because it's a small center, but with many strange and particular dynamics. And so we can use this tool also to reconstruct the pathway of the main character, we can see, of the ancient Pompeii. For example, Numerius Popilius Rufus, and in that could lead us to the main street of Pompeii, and also from, in this case, I show also in the prototype the reconstruction of is I can use the okay of his name of abbreviation of his name and abbreviation of the title of Edile. So the Edilem and the Titulus is an electoral program. So Orobos Fasciatis is the following we can say the following formula that now is absent, but is under invisible. And the second, another character is Gnaeus Elvius Sabinus, where also we have many wall inscription that we can reconstruct starting from the paintings and the ancient photographies. And yes, in this case also we can see the reference to his political child, and here is also in each type of inscription. Often we can use other different inscription to reconstruct the other inscription with the same name that are in the same aspect to reconstruct that description in another wall, just as in this case where I use the inscription in a more in a better state from another wall. So we can see what I see before. Starting from the study of Sarullo, I collect all the testimonies of the symbol of labyrinth that in the Roman period and in particular also in that period, we can convey many different type of significance. For example, the type of the yes, like the ancient the labyrinth is the ancient symbol for house, and so in some cases is a type of a way to give to transmit hospitality, or in other case is only a joke because the labyrinth is also found on inscription that conveys this type of approach. And also in this case, we can reconstruct the graffiti that often are lost because are very difficult to preserve and to have the restoration, and so this could be the most gamification mode of transmit the cultural heritage of Pompeii. And another case is the square of the Sator, that is a place where we found this type of inscription that is very common also in medieval times, and there are many studies about this inscription, and in proposing this this path to the visitor, we can also give a new life to the Pompeii wall graffiti and titoli picti, and also we can give them a chance to being have a new attention also from the interventions of restoration, and because the digital restoration is for yes is for the visitor and also for the study, but it's also important the real one. If we have not a real uh, identification of all the site where we have to see this type of inscription, we can have a great loss and also a loss of significance. And so the last suggestion that I would like to give us is the poem from Leopardi that imagine the life of people in Pompeii and Stabia and Herculaneum that in that give that leave us a real testimony of their ancient lives that now is lost, but it remains thanks to the inscription and this type of or we can say of findings. And so thank you for your attention, and I hope that this proposal could find a interesting interest, and also some observation of so on.